Hi, on today's session of C5 Basics, we're going to explore the dashboard even more, this time working with the sitemap functions. From the dashboard, you'll find sitemap is often located on the first page, right top center. There are three categories: the full sitemap, a flat view, or the page search function. Let's take a look at each one of these. At page search, you have, as the name implies, a searchable listing of all the pages that you've created for your concrete5 site. They can be sorted by date created, the last time they were modified, or by who created or authored that particular page. They're also listed by the page name and by the page type. They can be sorted by all of those categories. And of course, you can look and search for a specific page and find out all the pertinent information about it. It's a handy tool. It's not so critical on a beginning site, but you'll find the more pages you add to your website, the handier this is, and the more likely that you'll use it often. The second feature is the flat view. And the flat view, although it gives us a nice glimpse of our sitemap now, you'll notice as we open up multiple pages, it only gives you one level at a time to view. This is very handy when you have a large number of pages that you're working with and choose not to work with a cluttered view. It's, again, a helpful tool as your site grows. Full sitemap is what you are most likely to use often and thoroughly. So let's spend a little time with it, shall we? We can expand out the sitemap so that we have a visual tree of all the pages that we've created. We can drag and drop the order of those pages. We can determine more information about each page. We can visit it directly, view its properties or change the page names from this point, enable full page caching, set permissions for viewing and editing, change the page layout, compare earlier versions to the current one, or just delete it. You also have the option to, again, search pages, see it in the flat view, and now you can also add a page right from the dashboard that'll fall underneath the page that you're selecting, or add an external link, which is much like adding a page, only the page already exists elsewhere. You're just going to find a home for it on your sitemap so that it'll show on the menu in a sensible manner. So as you can see, there's a lot that you can access from the sitemap and a number of functions that you can do all from one area. But here's something that most people have overlooked, and it's very valuable, a terrific thing to know. You'll see to the upper right, there's options. And when we select that, it allows us to show system pages. And when system pages are displayed, you'll notice your sitemap is expanded dramatically. That's because we now have access to the pages that create your dashboard and some of the behind-the-scenes functions. This gives us an ability to edit or view functions in the website or troubleshoot when there's problems. And best of all, I've used this one a few times, recover from a built-in trash pages that I did not mean to delete, but here they are. I most certainly did. The way to restore a page that was deleted and that can be found in the trash is simply to choose it and drag it back into where you want it on the sitemap. It's very simple, it's very fast, and Thank gosh it's there. It saved me a lot of work. I'm sure you'll find it helpful as well. Lastly, I'd like to introduce you to a function that you can use from the sitemap that has helped me out several times in editing where I've unfortunately had a conflict and I've no longer been able to edit or restore a page. I've essentially broken it by using a bad add-on. We can change that by simply selecting the page, choosing versions, and I can compare versions to find a page that does not reflect a block that I may have put in that's caused the difficulty. Now, once I've determined what page is safe to restore, in this case, I like version 15. I can deselect the others, approve version 15, and if need be, erase the most current ones that had been causing me problems with the website. Now I've restored functionality to the front of the site and I can continue my edits there. Explore your sitemap. Find out what you can truly do with it. It'll make your website building that much more enjoyable. Thanks for joining me. I'm Adrian, the concrete5 Arvixe Web Hosting Liaison. You can contact me with questions at adrian.rick@arvixe.com.